Everybody, this is Adrobiel here, and here with my friend Nereth.
Hello.
Casting a game between top right we have one of my good friends, Makero, and down the bottom left, Frustration, who's actually in a barcode at the moment. So just a question there on if this is on faster. It looks like it is to me. So today we're on Daybreak. What are your thoughts on this map?
I love this map. It's old, but it's great. I think the third is reasonably easy to... I mean, it's not easy, but it's decent enough to secure. If you have a few extra seconds, you can... well, that's from a Protoss perspective, you can build a wall. Seconds, easy enough. Reapers can only come from one direction on this map. If
Yeah, that is true.
Get into your main, so...
Yep. Pretty easy to hold off if you're... Yep. I don't mind this map. Against Zergo, I used to find it hard to harass with harassment with some Mutalisks, so we might actually see that kind of play from Makero. They were threatening that in chat earlier when I was on the Skype call with them.
Yeah, there's a big airspace between the two bases, so mutas can be powerful here. Between, obviously, the main and not the main.
That's it.
Third is semi-exposed as well.
That's right. Yeah, I'm a Protoss player myself, so just like Nereth said, I don't mind this because it's fairly easy to block off. It is a wide ramp, but once it's closed, it's pretty impenetrable.
Got hatch first from Makero.
Yep, hatch first. No spawning pool, so not going to be a lot of aggression straight off. Frustration just continuously making SCVs.
No opening 6 pools, so I guess we're happy with that.
Yeah, nobody likes a 6 pool, do they?
Unless you win with it, then it's actually a completely legit strategy and took extreme skill and decision making to pull it off.
Mind you, I wouldn't put it past Makero to do that.
Is he a cheesy player?
Oh, no. They're just good mates, those two, so I would imagine them to do a bit of a fun build.
Whatever makes the other guy angriest is the build you're going to use.
Alright, got a gas coming down now with the spawning pool. Fairly standard, I believe. No early third as of yet, so we won't know yet if it's going to be a 2-base play or a 3-base.
Makero has almost no information of, I'm not entirely sure what's behind that barcode.
Well, he's not, behind the barcode is Frustration.
Neither player has any good information yet, really, so both of them are...
Well, Makero could move in with this Overlord in and see if he's got a fast second.
He knows that the second hasn't come down there, but he doesn't know if there's one coming down in the base, which there is.
That's it.
So right now they both have to play at least a little bit.
Yeah, just got a couple of scouting. Yeah, got a couple of scouting links coming from the Zerg. Only 2 of them, so he's going to go poke in with those. Oh my god, I got somebody on Skype. I keep forgetting to close off my... I'll set me to busy so I don't get these notifications. Just better check what that was. Alright, apparently your mic needs to go up a bit.
I'll deal with that if I can.
I'm not sure if I can change that in my settings or not.
That might be something we'll have to deal with at a later date.
Maybe you should just speak a bit louder.
Yeah, I'll try. Bunker going up for barcode, we're going to call him now. He's obviously trying to move this command center to the low ground soon and defend it. As soon as he does, that Overlord's going to see it.
Yep. Just moving out with these Marines to scope out the Zelnaga tower, or not.
Yeah, if he moves that Overlord a little bit to the right, he'll see.
Oh, well, as soon as he starts moving that command center, or the orbital command center now, down to there, he'll probably see it right away.
Marines moving out.
Yeah, meanwhile we have a Roach Warren coming down from Makero. So he's going to get some Roaches out, I believe. Well,
no links.
That's a bit obvious.
Yep, bunch of Roaches. That'll be, if they come up in time for these Marines, they're going to completely shut that down.
Yeah, Marines aren't going to do too much damage here. He's got 2 Queens down here, so they'll be able to transfuse each other, even if they were going to down.
The Zerg third as well, which Makero will now see.
Behind the third, just cancelled it like close to the way, so it's still got a lot of HP, so they'll have to take that down before you can actually take that third down there. Got the Roaches now moving out.
Bunker in front of Barcode's base. Yeah.
He's probably expecting that there's going to be some aggression here. He's probably
Yeah.
seen these roaches. I actually missed
He's
if he
seen
said
that
that.
there's no third, and he's gone, uh-oh. That shouldn't happen. Unless craziness is going to happen, so he's pulling back his Maroons. How many units does he actually
Looks
have?
like he's going to be very aggressive with this roach.
No Marauders left. He's not gonna be happy. No Marauders yet to deal with the roaches. But 3 bunkers, pretty safe.
Well, he's going to have these SCVs behind to repair that, so should be able to hold this off fairly easily.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see Frustration play as a Terran player. I haven't got game sound for some reason. There we go. Yeah, Frustration usually plays a Protoss. So he's told me that next game he's going to do a Protoss. Some damage going down the bunker. He hasn't got these SCVs in to repair that yet.
Yeah, he's handling it now though. There's a Widow Mine there as well, so we could see some fun exploding roaches if he walks into that.
Third going down for Makero, so it looks like he's probably going to be a bit passive for a little bit and contain while he starts building up some more income. Baneling Nest just going down now.
Sacrificing an Overlord as well, gotten a nice, good scout and all the infrastructure in the main of Barcode.
So yeah, as I said, the third's coming down, so he's going to be able to macro out, and a Baneling Nest popping down, that is natural. So we'll see some Baneling play here.
Well, if there's one way to deal with bunkers, it's 800 Banelings.
They'll certainly push through it very quickly. Although, what's your thoughts on Widow Mines versus Banelings? Do you think they'd take out enough if it targeted them?
I mean, if you had enough Widow Mines, sure, one Widow Mine, you know, Banelings make a nice roly-poly line, it's going to kill some, but the others are just going to explode. Widow Mines are a bit better in sort of a dodging back and forward kind of game. Yeah, these roaches are just going to die. Marauders and a Widow Mine now, it's too dangerous. Now looking at both players... What is Terran gearing up for? Doesn't look like
really hard to tell at the moment. He is going double engineering play, so that leads me to believe that he is going to go more of a ground force army. Standard Marine Marauder.
Getting his third ready.
Got a macro hatch for macro, so he's got that worked out well. Being able to produce from 4 hatcheries now. So is he going to try and push once he's got his max on 3 bases?
Barcode is going to be extremely annoyed when he finally gets to his third and sees that there's been an Overlord spewing creep there.
That's one of my pet hates as Protoss, is doing that. Sniped off a Overlord in the top corner with his Medivac, but Macro will have seen this, so he's going to be really prepared for this drop, and his Overlord spotting it up the top as well.
Spore and a Spine. And he's boosted in.
Yep. Nope, now he's boosting out.
That's not happening.
Trying to snipe off this Overlord up here. Doesn't have any luck down there. So looking at the...
It's a passive game right now. A bit of aggression has been attempted but deflected, so... Looks like we're going to go into the late game relatively unmolested.
Yeah, as well.
Players.
I find it very hard.
In front of Makero, in front of Barcode's base.
He's really worried about getting a push there, but with that, if he's got some Widow Mines down, then they'll be able to defend off pretty well any ground force.
He's getting rid of them all right now. Not worried anymore. He's going to try and get his bird, and he's going to get there, and he's going to see... Wait, no, is he going to drop? He's going to drop 2 medivacs.
Bugging out, 2 medivacs down the bottom. He's going to go straight for this 4th, possibly. Has he seen this down the bottom?
I don't know.
Oops, I had that on camera.
Barcode has massively oversaturated natural and only just saturated main. Well, I guess he's about to transfer. Or at least he thinks he is.
Well, he's not going to be able to transfer for a while until that creeps the seeds.
That's 2 Overlords, 100 minerals worth of Overlords, and
that is actually
cancelled, but...
And that is actually supply gap to Macro.
There's all the links that should handle it. Basically safe. Meanwhile, Terran's 4th is getting gooped up. Because one should never not annoy someone when they have the chance to annoy them.
That's it. He's really just letting the Zerg player really expand out here. Attempted to take down that 4th, but didn't work. Not to mention that now makes 5 hatcheries that he can produce from. So if he has a huge bank at some point, he's just going to be able to re-max out really quickly. I didn't actually notice, but he's now got some Mutalisks out at the moment. Not a lot, so it looks like he's just going to try and get a little...
That man has a lot of gas. It's back to the bottom just very, very quickly.
Ponage, yeah, he is a little quiet at the moment. We're going to fix that issue in the next game.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The co-caster is my
Unless I start yelling,
Nereth.
then my voice will just be really stupid sounding.
Yes, well, you're definitely getting me a little
I'll
deaf.
just be
Hatchery going down in the bottom right corner now. Left it undefended. He's just going to go ahead and try and remake that straight away. But he's now bugging out of there with those Medivacs. God, I forget what they're called these sometimes. Drop coming down in the main as well. There's nothing to defend right away. He's got to get some of these units up. Mass Zerglings coming up to try and defend against that. Gets a few Mutalisk kills and then bugs out.
Well, the Mutas and the Mutaling play is completely obvious at this point now. Look, kill the Medivacs and the Lings might come clean up those Marines.
He does have a lot of Lings. I'd like to see exactly what he plans to do with them, whether he's going to make them into some more Banelings to try and take out some of the ground army, or whether he's just going to try and jump in the base with them and take out...
I guess that is a hell of a lot of Lings.
If he goes for this top left, which looks like that he's doing, he's only got a few defenses.
Yeah, there's the Banelings.
Oh, we do have some reinforcements coming up.
Yeah, the current army is there, ready to deflect.
It looks like a real scary army because he's now got a whole bunch of Banelings out, 45 to be exact. That's going to reap some havoc on any ground force that tries to take it on.
This might be a multi-pronged attack here. Yes, it is.
Yeah, but in the bottom right is deflected his attention, and in comes some more Zerglings in the top left. Can he get down this tank? Yes, and now he's going to go straight for the middle line.
Got a lot of meals. Terrans do love their meals.
That is true. Even when behind, the mule can actually...
no units to heal. Kind of pointless. Well, of course, one of the Medivacs does have 2 Marines in it, so... But unless they're, like, Jim Raynor himself...
Well, in the meantime, we do have Frustration coming down the bottom right, taking out that extra hatchery. But it may not be enough right now, because he's really not got a lot.
Although he's lifted it up, moved them to 3rd. Gonna take out the entire Zerg base.
Army supply is still about even.
1 Medivac.
But without the finance to back it up, I don't think Frustration here will be able to build up an army in time to take on everything.
This man has a lot of Medivacs and a dozen Marines, so each Marine is getting like a personalized hospital.
And just got more Zerglings that have just come out for Makero. Coming down to try and reinforce. Is he going to be able to do any damage with it though? Nope, just rallying him out to the front here.
This man likes his Lings, I gotta say.
Just got his Medivac chilling in the bottom right, well, semi-bottom right, just bugging out. There it goes.
Yeah, do not want. Oh, it's gonna get caught though, maybe.
Looks like we've got Makero dropping down that creep in the top left for the 3rd base again, so that's going to stop Frustration from expanding out there once again.
Those Medivacs are posturing like they want to do something soon, I think.
Got some Mutas going down the bottom, probably just to defend, but he could probably come into the natural...
Terran army is moving out, it's a lot of Marines and a hell of a lot of Medivacs.
Oh my god, did you see that? That just smashed out half his entire ground army with those burrowed Banelings. Makero just says, how mad.
He doesn't have minerals to make Marines back, he's like smashed on.
He's very starved right now.
Command center to re-expand, but he's only got 30 workers anyway.
Got a massive Zerglings here. Sorry, Mutalisks.
Yeah, but there's 2 Widow Mines right there, so...
If those Widow Mines connect, that could take out a whole lot of those. Are they going to die?
No! Oh.
Both of them gone.
Pushed a bit too far forward with them. There is a drop in the main, kills a Queen. And the Mutas are going to come clean that up real quick though.
A few Zerglings down with that Widow Mine, but it's not enough.
His army can't bring back his base at this point. All it can really do is, well, I guess load up and run. Medevac boost! Always safe, man.
The only wrong button there. Yeah, the only thing he's got to
this
take
is
down
over.
those medivacs is the Mutalisks, but he hasn't got them with his army for some reason.
Well, they were deflecting that attack in the main. There's just a few spattering of Marines around the map. His third is gooped up. When your third is gooped up at the 20-minute line moment in the battle, that is a problem.
Yeah, the only way he's going to do that is by moving his main army out to kill that Overlord. But if he does
supply
that...
difference at this point is kind of critical, I think.
Look at that Zerg army. That is very scary. Especially with ground army like he has now.
Looks like Barcode is setting up another little poke with a medevac, but I think the mutas might end up just killing it. Before, no, mutas are moving forward actually.
Supply still heavily in favour for the Zerg. I just don't feel that Frustration is going to be able to catch up. I keep missing these drops.
Jack did losing this queen. He did lose a queen he didn't need to lose though.
That Marauder's down to 30 health. I mean, he could just go in and poke with some random stuff, but he hasn't got anything in his base just to kill that off. Oh, here he comes. Nope, they're just going to ignore it.
I do
That's,
think the push real soon because he's given Barcode way too much time to macro up, I think, given the amount of damage he's done.
a lot of mules going down, so looking at the income, they're actually even with the mules running. Those 4 Widow Mines easily defended against those few Lings. Looks like he...
One Ling, yeah, just pulling the Widow Mine.
Alright, here comes a big engagement. This could be the end for
He's splitting.
Frustration.
Those were remarkably...
Those were some good splits. He does have a lot of Marines here to try and take out these Mutalisks. And... Nope, so that was a little bit too much. He's only got a few left.
Well, maybe he'll be able to...
But he did manage to take out a lot of that Zerg army. That was amazing splitting there.
I agree. That was not what I expected. Now, what is he remaxing on? If we look into production, though, he's getting Ultralisks, which he really needed before, but he had too much supply locked into Lings. But now with Ultralisks, he should be doing much better. 5 Ultralisks in production, Carapace 3 to deal with all those Marines. And what? See, Barcode's remaxing on Marines, which is not really the choice to go with against Ultralisks. He's not seen Ultralisks yet, and he doesn't have any reason to suspect them now, other than magic game sense. So he's just making Marines. Just 2 Marauders. It's not going to be good if that many Ultralisks appears out of nowhere and all you have is Marines.
That's it, he's going to need to at least get some Marauders in there. He's got plenty of gas for it, but just not the minerals, because he had lost that base.
Yeah, he's really got a problem. He might need to lift his main off and move it to another expansion or something, because he can't even afford to make himself a CC, really.
Got to drop in the main again, trying to take out this extractor, of all things. But
well, anything to keep the Zerg in his own base instead of attacking, giving him time to do what he needs to do. There's another drop going down in the south of the map.
Gets Lings in a choke, but he just had too little.
He's seen the altars, he knows he needs to make Marauders, I imagine.
Still no Marauders on their way. Oh no, we got 2 Marauders on their way. So hopefully he'll get a few more up before these Ultralisks hit.
Because we are rooting for the underdog here.
We always root for the underdog.
This guy has...
Overlay's bugged out?
Oh, and a Baneling.
Okay, apparently my overlay's bugged out. I'd say it's just because I'm used to it on a using a Protoss UI, so it doesn't fit as well in the Terran one.
Yet another Baneling landmine field in the just south of the watchtowers.
Yeah, he's got to keep his eye out for that. Just got to start scanning around before he moves, just in case that does happen. We do have 7 Ultralisks in with this army. Wait, nope, now we have more. 9. Taking that 4th now, which is really what he needs. If he can keep this alive, he might be able to just stay in the game.
Yep, but he needs to be able to pump out a lot of units very quickly. Making more Widow Mines as well. I think, interestingly, the Baneling landmine is right next to the Widow Mine, so... Oh, here comes the attack, though.
Just a few to send into...
under that army.
Yeah, he's got some investors.
Full energy, though.
If he can get a nice fungal on those Marines, those Banelings... No, he doesn't have any Banelings in, but if he gets a fungal anyway, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Ultralisks. Ultralisks with Fungal would be insane.
So one Ultralist being a hero, trying to initiate the fight. And here comes the engagement. Fungal down on the Marines and Marauders, and the Ultralist just coming in to clean it up, but looks like he's got enough Marauders to take them out. So it looks like he might survive this bout one last time. Definitely a holding into the game here.
That is impressive. But the supply difference is ridiculous.
Oh, I didn't notice, but we did just have a snipe on the third in the top left.
He has 4 SCVs, so... Wait, yeah, 4 SCVs isn't really going to do him very well in terms of remaxing. On the other hand, Zerg has 53 drones, so it's not going to be long before Zerg's next push.
Yeah, and just looking at the supply difference now, Makero is now double frustration, so it doesn't look like he's going to have much luck in this first game.
Keep Zerg in his base, but it might be a bit of a lost cause at this point. You have to see some true magic to come back from this. With now 10 SCVs, he is building SCVs at a fast rate. That's what mules will do for you.
Well, looking at the mules, like even with a small amount of SCVs, he's still nearly the same.
Some infestors at the 4th of Terran to maybe spew out some.
Just waiting for them to do something.
Take out those. Nope, they're scouting infestors.
They're just going to sit there and watch. But unless he can see, there they go.
Yeah, there it is. All the workers, all the workers. Oh no, doesn't really matter.
He's got enough there just to defend a little.
I wonder if a medevac heals an infested Terran, does it become a normal Terran? Is it like reverse neural probe?
Is that just the same? Like, you know, if an undead dies, does that mean it's alive?
I don't know. Like,
or
when undeads are healed, do they die or do they become human? Normal? I don't know. It's a good question. It's a lot of... Oh, those medevacs.
Getting a little too much into paranormal science here. That medevac did go down. Looks like to me that this is going to be game over soon, but Frustration is someone that's just going to hold on to the very last minute.
Frustration has pulled off some ridiculous wins here, and there are now Widow Mines defending his base, so...
Although all he needs to do is just send in a couple of units just to distract those Widow Mines and then just push in with the entire army.
In his whole army, and it wouldn't much matter because even if, you know, only 70% of his army survives, it's still going to probably crush.
And some Banelings on the way, 9 of them so far. So I'm assuming he's just going to run in quickly, distract those Widow Mines, and just go straight in with the Banelings, wipe out that ground army, and then the Ultralists are just there to clean it up. Takes down those Infestors finally. And here comes the final engagement. Banelings coming in, good splits by Frustration yet again, but there's got a Fungal down on his units, and the Ultralists are now coming in just to clean up that. And to me, this looks like it's going to be GG from here. I don't know if there's much that he can do. And game over.
Alright.
Well done to Makero.